Fade in.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to the Friday Preflight. This is, number 121. Although I know we've done a few more than that, but I didn't think to start labeling them ahead of time. Also, there have been a few Fridays we haven't done them and done something else instead because I've been traveling. All that kind of stuff is normal. It happens. But for the 38 of you that started the stream here with me today, thank you. And for those of you that are joining or watching this on replay, thank you as well. We have a few stories that we could possibly talk about. I'm going to take into account what the direction the chat wants to go, of course. But we have I can't even begin to tell you just numerous amounts of stories out there. The Disney story we talked about a bit this morning on Midnight's Edge in the morning. Regarding Disney, Nelson Peltz, and everything else that's there, including his son. Mind you, there are a lot of billionaire investors that are going to try to, leverage this. And I think there are a lot of retail level stockholders that are interested in seeing what could happen at Disney with the right type of influence. I think that's something that could definitely be investigated and probably should be. I know that Pro and Jonas and VR have their fingers on the pulse of that one, and more power to them. They've been doing rather well. We've got, a few light-hearted bits of news out there as well, including some wonderful results at the box office for the latest Bollywood film, Pathaan, which I'm going to try to see this weekend. And there's also some other news around, some TV shows and things like that. So we're just going to jump in there. I need to say hi to the people that have joined in the chat. There's an awful lot of you. The Red Ranger got here early, asking, how do you make holy water? Well, you boil the hell out of it. Indeed. Furry Kitten is joining us today. And yes, an early lurker. We've got Lord Thoth checking in from Canada. Theme Park Casual is with us. Jordy Lyons is here promoting one of the most recent videos. We've got several of those. Captain Phantom Nerd is in the house. Good to see you. We've got Nearsighted Cyclops, of course, Defenders of the Faith. We do not require face diapers on any of my flights. Eric K is here. Good to see you. We've got John Sapola here. Our good friend and wrench, Darren Hughes. Let's see. Olaf is here. Yeknomino is here. There's the great and powerful Eric K. Good to see you, my friend. Shazbut, says E. Clay Thomason. Indeed, Mr. Grant Gregory, editor extraordinary. He is doing quite well. We've got radioactive in the house. Let's see, emotionally unstable amphibian. Great to see you, my friend. Man, it's nice to see everybody. DS Ford is here. Good to see you. We've got Shrap 3D in the house as well. Good to see you, my friend. Let's see who else is here. Michelle's here. Hi, Michelle. Let's see who else is popping in the door. There's Sean. What's up, Sean Eastep? Good to see you, my friend. Morgan King is joining us. Dapper Bard Games has returned with a sandwich. Gotta have a sandwich. We've got a tipping barn joining us, and also the Seifer family. Good to see you, my friend. Humor and Waffles is here. A few other folks popping in, like Release the McCracken, who's been making amazing memery. Well done, my friend. Real Wade Nation is here. Good to see you. Grinding. Got to get to 50 by Valentine's Day. Only 2 away. Well, keep it up, man. Keep it up. Wide Destroyer 3466V. Scapegoat. I love that, by the way. War Monkey is in the house. Let's see. Hey, Tien Farudo. KR Nut 82. Man, lots of you folks joining us. Trinoculus P. We've got Hemorrhoid Herds here. Been away all week. What have I missed? A lot. In fact, you can catch up really easily. There are 24 videos out on my channel right now from this week alone, with 2 more dropping tomorrow, courtesy of Grant Gregory. Poe Baby 74 is here. Let's see what else. Mad About Hatter is here. And of course, the Shadow Dragon. Good to see you. We've got Read by Nature, my friend Bamagrad. Bamagrad is doing good. The boss and I will have an extraordinary weekend. We might actually appear on the gaming channel. I wasn't going to announce this, but it's possible in the next couple of days you could see us there doing an impromptu, very quiet Mario Kart stream together. Maybe have some friends drop by. We'll see. We've got Aluvrian Imakara, completed 2020 to 2022 sales data. I will check my inbox. Thank you, Aluvrian Imakara. I need to do a video exclusively on the collapse of Star Trek and merch, because it's fascinating, and Aluvrian really does track that rather well. There's Commander Ed Straker of Shadow. Great to see you, my friend. We've got New Bomb Turk in the house as well. The talented Andy Masterson. You again? Yes, it's me. Hey, it's me again. Playing the fool again. You guys probably don't know that song. I fell in love with you. Got that stuck in my head now. Great. Yippee-ki-yay. That's right. Let's check out this weird stream that popped up in my recommendations. Well, thanks for being here for the weirdness. We've got Shorts Spotlight in the house. Your video's totally killed. Love the new format. Well, thank you for that, Shorts Spotlight. I appreciate it. We will keep grinding. Daisy Blossom is here. Good to see you, dear. I hope you are doing well. We've got Dragon Smoke 90. I think I said hi to John Sapola, but I'm going to do it again. Hi, John. Love your puppy. It's so cute. Let's see. Pete O'Shea's Helicopter Tours is here. If I ever disappear, it was the FBI. All right. My friend Jin Wong is in the house. Some of Jin Wong's art is going to be featured on some of my merch in the new merch store. So wrapping up the details on that shortly, and then it's on to launching the body and hair care stuff. So yes, it's coming. War Monkey is in the house. You want a steak? So do I. They're really expensive right now. Let's see. You're annoyed. Your adopted home America right now. The government is letting a spy balloon fly from China fly over the skies of Montana and other places. Yes, I'm frustrated with you. It's very strange. It's not normal behavior for the United States. I thought the stream was titled Retreads. We've got a lot of them out there. We're gonna talk about one company that's not actually doing a lot of retreads right now. Let's see. Matt G is here. Matt G. No, I love that. It's a good earworm. But I do hang out with a supervillain. Yeah, you do. On the regular, hanging out with Overlord DVD, indeed. Yeah, I like. Ooh, there's only one way to cook a steak. Mad About Hatter. Medium rare. Actual medium rare. If you don't see red in the center, pink around the meat and just a little charring around the edges, you're not cooking your steak right, ladies and gentlemen. No. Our furnace pooped out. Ooh, bummer, Ironcaster. A minor flood? Dude, a flood and no heat in the middle of winter is super bummer. My goodness, my friend. That is no bueno. Let's see. Yeah, it's got to be a little it's got to be a little more done than blue. Blue's a little rough, but yeah. Yeah, there you go. There it is. Sear pink. That's a good. Yeah, sear pink, thin strip of red. Yep. Thin strip of red indeed. All right, let's do this. We need to dive into some conversations. Let's start out with something light. Let's do that first. We're gonna bring in a conversation about a film I enjoyed the first time. And when I say retreads, technically this would fall into that category. Gladiator 2 gets a pre-Thanksgiving 2024 release. Can I ask a question? How are you getting a sequel to this film? Is it telling the story of another gladiator? Of his son? What story is being told here and why? You have to ask yourself that question. I don't know how you do this. If you've seen Russell Crowe, he looks like the round mound of Rebound nowadays. So I'm not certain that he could even try to play this part. Yeah, this is a good question. Says, there we go. Philip Hawkins. Why do we need it? This is a good question. Oh, that's an awesome avatar, by the way. There's a Gladiator too. Well, they're making it. Yeah, it's bonkers. Yeah. Zombie Gladiator. That's right. Rogue's backstory. But it's weird. It's weird. The Gladiator is actually from Zeist culture. Oh. Let's see. Star Trek 4 will be into production first. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Russell Cole plays his older, fatter twin brother. he's kind of dead. I'm just saying. I mean, are they going to bring him back from the fields? We'll have to see. Yes, they have been talking about a Gladiator sequel for the last decade, but is this not the very definition of retread? I think so. But yeah, so Paramount has just dated the Ridley Scott directed follow-up for November 22, 2024. You're going to get Oscar nominated Paul Mescal there, who's from Ireland, by the way, not Britain. He was misidentified the other day, and BBC got a whole bunch of complaints because of it. That was kind of interesting. It's supposed to take place years after the first film ended, I would imagine. So, yeah, we'll have to find out how this goes down. I'm not sure it's going to be lovely. We'll see. I'm just curious if anybody thought that was kind of odd. Very strange. I hope there is at least one actor in it chewing bubblegum like the original. There you go. Yeah. Let's see. I wouldn't mind seeing a 2-lane blacktop remake. Twist. It's a God of War prequel. He drags himself out of Hades. Well, there you go. The Gladiator gets cloned in the 22nd century. This makes sense. Several years later, right? Sent back to the past to destroy the Roman Empire. Well, there you go. Wonder Woman will show up and be a gladiator. That's a good idea. Maybe that'll happen. I can't wait for the adult parody. Gladiator 2. Whoa, Jin Wong. That's funny. We've got, they got Commodus all wrong. From what I understand, the characters did not follow history very accurately. Probably not. So, are you not entertained? That's right, Dick Nomino. Indeed. Zeist is a Highlander 2 reference, in case you didn't get it. I'm old. Gladiator was supposed to get a follow-up in 2002. Yeah, it was. It didn't. And again, 20 years later, we're looking to do this. Again, another retread. Are we getting a Gladiator universe? I hope not. At least when it comes out, they can ask the audience, are you not entertained? Yeah, there. That's great. Gladiator 2 Judgment Day. Oh, my. JD Martin says, Culture, my history is a little foggy. Didn't Commodus or Maximus die at the end of Gladiator? Yes, JD Martin. Indeed. That's why that's a little bonkers, right? Not even just a little bit. It's pretty crazy. Nuts. Just nuts. Let's see. The men's room is here saying, hey, all friends, hope you are all doing well this evening. That's right. The men's room is actually a channel, folks. You can check that out. Another member of the fandom collective. So do check out the men's room. Hammer and Waffles. Gladiator 2. Gladiate harder. That's right. It's a Gladiator meets Terminator. The Gladiator. That's right. Just like they want to retread, that's right, The Last Starfighter, which was a perfect film. Indeed, John Cipolla. Indeed. Yeah, Gladiator's not accurate. It's fun, though. It was fun, though. When do we get Ishtar 2? Whoa, that thing was a car crash. My goodness. You know what? Nobody ever mentions that as one of the greatest failures ever. Right? No one's ever really gone. One thing I recall from Highlander 2 is Dr. Cox cameos. Gladiatress, the scissoring. There you go. Well, it takes two to tango. Is that a reference anybody gets? Anyway. Gladiator 2, the birth of pronouns. There you go. I took my dementia suffering father to see Gladiator at the end of the movie. I asked if he liked the movie. He said, liked what? Wow, that's rough, man. Yeah, the Colosseum was actually an interesting character in the film. No doubt about that. Everyone mentioned Ishtar. It's rough. It's rough. Sorry, I had to have a little cough there. Allergies. Okay, let's get to this. We've got okay, so has anybody watched anybody else suffer through this really weird show that features a bunch of ladies that in the before times would have been described as hitting the wall, and yet being out there in the world, available to not just be easy on the eyes, but readily available for activity? I think our friend Az has been subjecting himself to that suffering. And Ironcaster's like, yes. Many other people have as well. I will not, because I think that the show itself, its very existence, is an affront to all humanity, and the complete confirmation of the destruction, or the forced destruction of Western culture, let's say. So, without further ado, or adieu, Milf Manor. I saw these ratings the other day, and I'm like, wow, it was at 22% with an audience score. Nope. 19%. And it's managed to hold on to that 17% rating from the critics. I don't know how. But this thing literally just launched on the 15th, right? Whoops. And yeah, Milf Manor. What made it so I would never, ever want to consume this was the revelation that they're trying to instigate activities potentially between mothers and their sons. That's a problem for me. None of this stuff makes sense. It's not even, there's no, it's so past borderline. It's pure trash. It's garbage. It's garbage. Yes, the wall claims all, indeed. Yeah, a lot of people have seen As suffer this. Oh my goodness, you've seen one review of episode 1 and it was rough. Yes, it is. Dapper Bard Games. Turo's like, no. Louvrian says, I ditched work by climbing out the window to go with my buddies to Gladiator. Well, I thought it was a good film, the original, but back to this crazy, the dreaded Milf Manor. Yeah. On reflection, I've been glad I've been away. This thing is ridiculous, right? And this is courtesy of TLC, the learning channel. What possible learning is happening over there? And I'm just like, this is just absolutely disgusting. And as does like to suffer. He suffers magnificently. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Let's see. Something smells fishy about that show, and not just some of the salty offerings. I'm going to say, gotta be careful here. Oh my. Let's see. We've got Jin Wong talking about that film. Olaf saying Western culture. What's left of it? That's right. Yeah. It does have a better audience score than Velma. That's true. 11 Alpha. Roast Beef Manor, possibly. What's going on, man? MILF is better than Thelma. It is. Dapper Bard Games. Very few critics have reviewed the show, which is why the score hasn't dropped. After all, who would admit to having watched this show? Well, let's take a look at it. These are the people who have. The Daily Beast, Laura Bradley says, on a societal level, for a number of reasons, Milf Manor is deeply distressing. Alberto Cox Delano says, this is Freudian horror. He's from Pajiba. Naomi Fry, a top critic over at The New Yorker, says, it might be a new low for reality TV. Perhaps even a rock bottom. Actually, that would be great to have like The Rock throw somebody in. Anyway. Fletcher Peters is the only person who really enjoyed this. Says a lot about Fletcher there. He's over at the Daily Beast. It says, once Milf Manor is able to lean into the cheese factor while also adding a fun-spirited host and a clear-cut focus, we'll all be thanking 30 Lock for accidentally inspiring such brilliant TV. No. Miles Klee over at Rolling Stone, a top critic, says Milf Manor asks viewer to derive titillation from this psychological torture. Yes. And finally, Joel Killer at Decider says Milf Manor is cringe TV at its worst, and the cringe factor isn't balanced by a cast with any remotely interesting personalities. Yes. Let's see what the audience says. Disgusting, immoral, nothing of value. That's pretty based. You have Shelley Z saying, hated it, especially the mothers and sons would be different if not dating the other people's kids. What the hell, degenerate? Yes. If you enjoy this, you're demented. This is from TLC, the Learning Channel. So yeah, this is how screwed up most shows are these days. I guess Hollywood just wants to try and convince everyone that they should be as morally bankrupt as they are. Just disgusting and creepy. That's right, Pete. Yeah. Woo. Crazy. Yes, Az was probably disappointed that it wasn't Tilf Manor. Ooh, wow, spicy. From the creators of Milf Manor, Cougar Ranch. That's right. Yeah, great score indeed. They're also eating crickets, apparently. Oh, man. That's very funny. Yeah, keeping it in the family indeed there, CC Karaoke. Milk cows in league fun. That's good. I think I saw a super chat down here. Let's see. We've got Turo saying it's difficult to even hear culture referencing this. I hate it. I watch this stuff, man. I mean, I don't watch this stuff. I watch other people watching this stuff. I want to be very clear. You will not catch me watching this. You will not catch me reviewing this, but I have to bring it out there. It is what it is. Daisy Blossom says what I think. It's a disgusting concept. Well, they executed it, and rather poorly. Even on top of that. Didn't James Gunn pitch this? Themyscira, aka Milf Island. That's right. Actually, we're gonna get into the DC stuff next because guess what? Retreads. We've got Pinochet's helicopter tours for $2. Thank you, my friend. You guys can send your own super chat very easily. If you go down there, hit the $ button in the chat, and say something that you would like to be highlighted here on the stream. Although I tend to highlight everybody's stuff, but thank you for the $2 super chat, Pinochet. The documentary tread is better than any retread. This is true. And that's actually why the unscripted stuff is going to get quite the boost. In fact, I did a video on that that you'll see on tomorrow on Saturday, and we will have 26 videos for this week and a total of 46 for the 10 days. We're going to do 40 in a fortnight, but I think we're going to end up with 46 in a fortnight. But that's all right. But anyway, yeah, what's a bummer is documentaries are actually put in the same category as these types of things, these unscripted shows. So yeah. Lord Thoth has signed me up. Oh yeah, I'm sorry about that, Dadman Walking. Oh, Dadman Walking is a celebration stream tomorrow, I believe, for 24 hours. So check that out. That's going to be a lot of fun. Dadman Walking 55. Check out his channel. The sequel to Milf Manor will be Gilf Gazebo. None of this is good. John and 8 plus the clap. That's exactly right. Boy, not good. Hey, Union of Amateur Strategists. It might have worked if they'd left out the incest angle. Yes. I'm not sure you can actually use that word on YouTube. We'll have to find out. Yes, TLC is teaching kids to seduce their friend's mom. That's not good. Hey, what's going on, AJ? You're fine. You're not that late for the flight. We're glad you're here. Can we get back to the Gladiator 2 talk? Yeah, we don't want to talk about family activity in Roman times. I just thought that would be a fun subject. Maybe I was wrong. But at least if I've seen it, you've seen it. Thelma, bloody autocorrect. Yes, Themyscira. Yeah. Hey, Red Gaze, good to see you, man. It's been a minute. I hope you're doing well. I know that your relocation puts you at odds time-wise with me, but otherwise, I miss you, my friend. Says, of course, Peter's enjoyed it. That's right. Red Gaze is one of the amazing creators we have in our sphere, and I appreciate him. And Nerium as well. Guys, I miss you. Rackets tried to watch an episode. It was so disturbing. He couldn't watch the whole episode. I hear you, Forbidden Ruin. I don't know how anybody did. What's up, Darth Plato? Yeah. There is a bottom of the barrel for entertainment. This is plunging the depths of hell. That's right. Man, you guys, it's insane. This is Rick and Morty's fault. Back in season 3, Morty made a wish at the wishing portal for this type of prawn to have a more mainstream appeal. Eek. Not good. Don't do that. Hey, what's up, JDG? Good to see you. Voltaic Blood. You guys are killing me out there. Abduleo says, I can't imagine this being just a stunt, and these are all unrelated actors. I think there's enough discomfort based on watching other people watch this that it has to be real, right? It's gross. Not good. Thank you, Vertical Horizons. Dick's Division would be a great addition to Milf Manor. That's right. I'm not okay with any of this. American Pie had to be the only funny line about this sort of thing. Yes. Yeah. Yes, Themyscira as MILF Island in in the WW comic that was in the 40s. That's right. Yeah, fake reality shows. That's right. Yeah, that's a funny conversation, right? Everything reality show is fake. I mean, it's all overly produced. They actually craft these ideas, and they just kind of let them play out, and that's where the only reality is what reactions are going to come out of people. And of course, they always tell everybody on the set, the people that are being observed to ham it up or be the most outrageous they possibly can be. It's just the way it is. So, gosh, it's just crazy. Stacy's mom. You guys are gonna get another earworm in my head. It's got it going on. Let's see. I can't believe this stuff is out there in the world. I really can't. What's up, Freddie York? And Jay Aldridge is here. Good to see you. Tina's here. I hope you're doing all right. But I am so glad that you're back with us, Tina. I hope you've been listening. I've been wishing you well often. Praying for you. I'm sure the writers of the show will be hired by Disney. Whew. I'm sure they don't already work there. Yeah, this is an MTV type of show. If you guys remember going back to Road Rules and all of that. And like the first season of Road Rules was kind of a groundbreaking and interesting idea. But after that, it just went downhill. This is starting downhill or at the bottom of the hill and trying to dig a hole deeper. So, a whole new level of stupid indeed. Prepper update. This will be interesting. As you know, I live on the surface of the sun. That's right, in Australia. Strangely, I'm about to harvest 165 bananas from a solitary tree. And the super goes on the beehive. That's awesome, man. I'm telling you right now, bananas grow in a lot of different places people don't realize. Not only that, bananas are wonderful if you're trying to bolster up a compost bed using worms, because red worms love bananas. You can throw a whole banana in there and they will just destroy it. It's really good in compost. It makes good. It really does. And you quickly generate a bunch of castings and everything else. Good stuff. Let's see who else is there. Mr. White. They came on the same plane. They have different haircuts and different sets. It beats Marble Phase 4, though. There you go. Tina, what's going on, Tina? Good to see you. Yippee-ki-yay says, what do you mean, fake reality show? Is my whole life a lie? Yeah, actually, right now, I think a lot of people are waking up to the fact that most of your life has been a lie. One that you've been told by the media over and over again, and by governments around the globe. But it is what it is. Modern MTV. Yes, that's right. It's crazy. Look at all these lovely people saying hi to Tina. I love it. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Low spec Linux laptop. Bananas do great in Earthship graywater planters. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh man, Earthships are so cool. Someday I'm gonna have to talk with low spec. Because I love the idea that like the being so fully self-sufficient that you actually have all your own power needs covered, water, sewer, everything's done. I love that concept. Really do. Like that Jim Carrey movie. Yeah, you're living in what was that called? It was really good. It was a name. It was great though. Shoot. I remember the name of it. Great film. Fool me, fool me. Say that you love me. Oh, fool me. Say that you love me. Wow, something very wrong with me that I know that song. 1984, Big Brother is watching you. There it is, The Truman Show. Well done. Micronuclear reactors. That's a conversation. So if you guys heard about, wow, this is really not stuff I cover here. Nuclear diamond batteries. Ask yourself why you aren't, because the technology has been cracked. We can have them now. Ask yourself why you don't have them now in your devices. Why you have to recharge anything ever at all. You have batteries that are capable of having energy for extraordinary lengths of time, your lifetime. So your question is, why aren't we utilizing that tech already? Yes, it was the cardigans. Exactly. Let's see. Hey, what's going on there? Jerry Mendoza. What's up? He's being the Flash today. Nuclear diamond batteries are not bombs. At my house growing up, we had 3 orange trees, a grapefruit tree, a lemon tree, and several coconut palms, and a couple of banana plants. Now I think the only growing thing I have is mildew. Eee! Well, let me tell you, citrus trees are crazy easy, but they do take, if you're starting from with a small one, they do take a few years to establish themselves before they start producing fruit. Citrus is wonderful to have around. Rinds, especially orange rinds. Orange rinds have some magical properties as well. And they help to reestablish soil base as they deteriorate. You have to be careful about using them in composting piles where you're going to have worms, because you don't want to make the soil too acidic. It's not good for your worms. That's so weird. Why am I telling you all this gardening crud? Activists want something to complain about, so nothing gets done. That's true, Darth Plato. That is very true. And by the way, that's the only Batgirl ever in that avatar there. Yeah. Yeah, you guys are right. Yep, Truman Show. Many of you got this one. You were 100% right. Yep. Same reason we don't have water cars and the cure for cancer. Isn't that interesting? Oh, wow. Okay, so, wow, I'm turning this into like, do you guys remember the show that that Gary and Overlord DVD used to do? It's turning into that right now somehow. But the water car thing is fantastic and all that. But I just re-engaged with the idea that we need to tune back into the to the frequencies, the life frequencies, 422 and I think 528. Is that right? Yeah, those are the frequencies. I think 528 is actually the love frequency, with all the divine numbers and everything. So there you are. Yes, let's get me to 10K subs. He promised to shave his head. No, I did not, Mr. Gregory. I promised that I would be on a stream shirtless for a period of time, which I don't know why anybody would want to see that. The flabby old man boobs are not great. I'm going to have to look into Andy Masterson's workout to have that not be a thing. Yeah. Oh, avocado tree, and my neighbor has other types. Watering schedules with avocado trees. I would have to. It would depend on your zone. I'd have to look it up. Yeah, cultured greenhouse coming. You guys have no idea. When the DIY channel gets up and going at full speed, you guys are going to get to see a lot of really cool stuff. I think. At least I think it's cool. We'll see. I have a DIY channel, you goofs. I think you know that. Self-sufficient food and power, except for meat I have to buy. Can't bring myself to dispatch my animals. They hit jackpot retirement ranch with us. I bet. It's funny. When you get to the end of the life cycle for one of those animals, you should be able to partner with a butcher and just trade half for half. Because they'll dispatch them humanely, and you'll have the something to remember them by. I know that sounds bad. Sounds really, really bad. Have you already done a video on nuclear diamond batteries? If not, it would be very cool. I would love to. But again, they're not the only technology that we're not exploiting right now. There's many. It's pretty disgusting, folks. Really, truly is. You can't shave a weave. It's not a weave. My radio is broken. Huh? Today, the world is at the wrong frequency indeed. 666 hertz. Actually, I think the pulse rate of the Earth was supposed to be around 8, or in factors of 8. That's why 528 frequency is 50, 52. I mean, and then I think original tuning frequency was actually a part of a prime number, which is why they changed it. Why they changed it is beyond me. So lots of conversations about that. Yeah, Gary and Doomcock did great shows back then. Yeah. Your beard will cover them soon. This is true. I could do shirtless streams with my beard. Nobody would know. Okay, I'm not wearing a shirt. 1.21 gigawatts. That's right. I wish I could do a good Lloyd voice. I can't. Florida. That's right. 20K CC goes male cheerleader. Okay. 40K CC goes female cheerleader. Get back to me. I might have a conversation. About 50K. How about that? Maybe then. Let's revisit this subject when I get closer. How about that? I really would like to get to 10K by July. So that gives me a chance at, closing in on some real numbers by the end of next year. But we'll see. Ruben, you'll be rating a music playlist that I use for specific frequencies of music. Heal the body, mind, and spirit. You need to complete a complete stereo system and activate your listening to heal. I agree with you. Check the soil by tilling a jar with 3/4 of water and add some soil. Shake it up, leave it there in the sun for 2 days, and let you know what your soil looks like. Yeah, soil composition study. That's a good idea. It's also one of the ways you make sure that you can do earth bricks, or if you're going to do rammed earth housing, you absolutely want to know what your soil composition is. You want to make sure you have the right balance of Portland to sand to clay. Also, you get some really pretty colors if you do it right. Yeah, fuel cells, sulfur batteries, lithium batteries. Yep. Yeah. I'm tired of strip mining. We don't have to do that. We really don't. Weavescaping. Goodness, you guys. Factors of 8, not pulse rate. That's true. Are you sure? Hertz is technically a pulse rate. A pulse rate of 8 hertz. I'm pretty sure I'm right. Oh, I see what you're saying. Pulsates. Yes, I meant pulse rates. Did I not add the R? Probably, possibly. Sorry about that. Yeah, pulsates are prime numbers. That's right. Yeah, papayas are amazing. Oh, man, let me tell you. Woo. Fresh papaya, there's nothing like it in the world. Best place to get them is Hawaii. Hawaii is the most biodiverse or potentially biodiverse place in the world. It has all of the available microclimes for the most part, absent like 2 of the tallest points, all in one place. So if you're on the Big Island, you technically can experience 21 different microclimates, or 22, something like that. Jin Wong is here for an Australian $2. Says that was the recipe for my favorite fruit juice. Oh man, I love Pog. Right, Pog is good. So good. You're not shaving anything off. There's no shaving. I donate my hair, guys. There's a reason. I got another. This has to go another 8 months before I do the next donation. That way, it's not too short when I cut it again. Because I can't go through another, page boy haircut. I am not going to look like Lord Farquaad again. Hey, Logic's finest. Wow. Let me grab that again. Graphene batteries are much better. Yes, I agree. But you have to start somewhere. And if you want to get rid of nuclear waste, I'm telling you right now, do a little research. Maybe you have already. Logic's finest wouldn't surprise me. I know that you probably dive into some of this stuff too. But nuclear diamond batteries are a great way to reuse nuclear waste. So. Yeah, you need sources like crazy. Yeah, you need lots of fuel sources. By the way, you can create your own gas generator, I guess it is technically natural gas generators really easily if you know how to manage your compost and refuse properly. True story. What's up, Little Chad? Little Chad's got a channel. Little Chad's awesome. Like hanging out with Little Chad. Ruben Christopher Haynes says, I'll be writing a paper on the Schumann resonances. Awesome. Lots of lost technology. I agree with you. Oh, wow. Look at this. Very, man, you guys have to check out Jonas's channel on YouTube. Jonas is an incredible journalist. He does what journalists do. He researches. He investigates, he reports. He does a great job over at That Park Place. Wrote a great article about Pelts v. Disney. And we're about to see a slobber knocker, I think, in the very near future. Let's see. Culture once put a camera in the compost bin and saw Comics Division riding an earthworm. I did. I'm going to have to find that footage, Turo. I'll get that for you. If you want to get to 10K subscriber, do more Indian film reviews or reaction videos. It's a new hotness. I'm going to actually. I'm trying to see Patan in the next 2 days. We'll see if I can get that done. I really want to see this film. It looks fantastic. I love that it's performing very well globally. I really do. Hard ticket to Hawaii. There you go. Executive producer CC. Executive producer Sol Leibowitz says CC needs to go full Shoalmate. No. No. Yes, Hilo. Hilo is one of my favorite places in Hawaii on the Big Island. The problem is that technically that's the tourist side. You want to go the other side. Get over there where it's less touristy. Hey, Becky. Good to see you, Becky Brown. It's been a minute, dear. Pogs. No, not Pogs. POG Pog. Goodness, you guys. Man. Always dirty in the head. If I could have any fruit tree, what would it be? I think a lot of people would jump at apple, but they're way too fibrous. I think that, I think an orange is, I think the orange is the most appealing for a lot of reasons because you can save its bounty for a long period of time. And it can be stored in many different ways. Yeah. Yeah, papaya is the greatest dessert at a Brazilian steakhouse. It breaks down the proteins. It does. Papaya is so good. I missed a heap of member chats. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so sorry. Let me see if I can bring those up. Oh yeah, I do not have a connected chat right now. It doesn't look like I have one. If I missed your member chat, guys, I apologize. There's no way for me to track them in StreamYard. And man, I intentionally make it so I can get some of them on the screen, but I don't have anything in the chat right now. I'm so sorry, guys. Hopefully the moderators may have caught some. Hard to say. Yeah. All right. Well, sorry, folks. I'll try to. I'll try to do better. Everybody, I apologize. If you cut your hair, you'd look like Shad of Shadiversary. I don't want to take Shad's look. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, I think this is true, 11 Alpha. At least now we're talking, there's a discussion about Focus Solar. Focus Solar Collection. And I'm not talking about the large heliostats in the middle of the desert with a bunch of mirrors aimed at them. I'm talking about like the heliostatic collection of sun's rays into a somewhat more robust EV cell. Excuse me, PV cell. I'm not doing it, Captain Phantom Nerd. My wife said I'm a natural gas generator. How charitable of her. Indeed. Nuclear diamond batteries have been on the table since the 70s. Yeah. We shall see if is all I can say for the viability and commercial use. But the technology is not just cracked. I mean, they literally can put that in commercial devices and not do anything detrimental. Oh boy. If anyone in Orlando needs all right, well, I hope you're doing well, Ruben Christopher Haynes. I really do, my friend. Oppenheimer is going to be a great film. Can't wait to see that. Let's see. Avocado is a weird fruit. I mean, if it weren't for the orange, I'd say avocado, but that's because it's a good fat fruit. This is very strange. Guys, this is so great. I love we're having these weird conversations that we normally would be talking about, like the retreads and stuff like that. So this is a lot of good stuff. Bye, Lou Rihanna. Hope you're still with us. Be safe. Have a good weekend. Hair today, gone tomorrow. That's right. All right, we got another super chat from our friend. Does this dress make my ass look big? Thank you for that. For $5, appreciate it. A little bit late to the party, caught part of the beginning of the stream. So if I mentioned, forgive me. How about Gladiator? I think it's already going to be that. I mean, let's be fair. The tail end of the Roman Empire. Yeah, it's probably going to be a little Gladiator in there. That's brilliantly done. Well done. Mango 1, Orange 2. Yeah, that's a pretty good list there, Adega. Adega is another wonderful creator here in our world, incredible writer. How many subs for C did cosplay Britney and perform Oops, I Did It Again? 100,000. 100,000. But you'll have to hold me to that. You have to hold me to that. Mr. Buttcrack Media. Good to see you. What is Eric K here? Eric K. Hi, Eric K. Awesome One's here too. I haven't seen Awesome One in a minute. Good to see you, my friend. Yeah. Right now, I have I'm establishing a BlackBerry. So once I get it in a few different locations and a few different pots, I'm gonna cut it up. And by the way, they get out of hand. BlackBerry bushes just go and just everywhere spread. So if you're gonna plant one, try to confine it because they have a tendency to just shoot runner. But they're great. They're wonderful. One of the few berries I can tolerate. Yeah, Den Best noted was that current geothermal energy is from sources close to the surface, but most of those are in earthquake zones. Safe, reliable geothermal is viable, just not yet. I would argue that it's actually quite attainable for temperature management. Even if you don't have a heat pump, you can actually accomplish a geothermal heating and cooling system in many people's houses by just utilizing simple radiator technology. It's not difficult. A lot of greenhouses use that. Morgan King says, CultureCasino, what about a hot tub stream at 16K? I would have to find a hot tub, Morgan King. Thanks for this member chat, my friend. The hardest part of fusion containment is starting the reaction. Once it starts, it almost instantly reaches critically. The recent breakthrough points towards the viability of a fossil replacement if they can harness it. Like we had this, I think I had this conversation, maybe not on my channel, but elsewhere, where I said you've got to be able to sustain it, and you have to be able to you have to be able to capture it efficiently. I don't know how they're going to work on that. I still think we're 2 or 3 decades away, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh, a 4K Blu-ray player this week, but it'll be a while before you get a 4K TV. At least it's backwards compatible. That's right. Just plug it into that HD TV. You're fine. You have a lot of BlackBerry patches. I bet you do, dude. It's amazing. They're really good for you. You should get dreads for your beautiful hair. No. Member chat just came through. I think I got that one, but thank you for that little chat. I appreciate that. There are inflatable hot tubs. All right, why not? I'll put it in the back. That'll be fun. It'll be cold as crazy nuts. But now I have a laptop I could run a stream from. That would just be. I was going to call me that Star Wars girl or Rackets. Rackets did a thought thigh stream. He was trying to be the blanket party girl. What was her name? Always drives me crazy. GM was supposed to have one ready in 2022, according to BattleTech. Fusion Tech is simple. I would love to see it. I like limes, but I think I like lime and lemon equal, to be honest with you. I have a Myers lemon tree in the front yard. Then again, Pontiac still exists in BattleTech. That's right. You guys are so funny. Yeah. Where can I ask where my flying car is? How about my levitating skateboard? How about all these things I was supposed to get? I didn't get any of that. None of it. Fusion containment self-sustains. It's generating either the heat or pressure to start the. Yeah. Well, how many lasers did it take to get the last thing started? I just want to see it work once, Logic's Finest. I really do. Hey, Rebecca Gold for £5. What's going on, Ian? I hope you're doing well. Says here's £5. I want to buy that big glass of wine. Well, congratulations on launching season 2 of Rebecca Gold over on the Rebecca Gold channel. I saw the prologue today. I promoted it. I think I was even in there for a minute or two until you finished up. So well done, my friend. Well done. I think if you want the truly dangerous future tech, you have to go to Japan or South Korea. Yes. I want that. Yeah, I want my flying car too, Daisy Blossom. You and I were both promised something we are not getting. There is a levitating skateboard, but it only works on non-ferrous metal floors. Well, no thanks. Your biggest question is in regards to geothermal is the need to scale as power demands increase as fossil power plant replacement. Yeah, just honest questions, not a criticism. I don't. What you really would have to do is capitalize on the differences at depth, right? And you would have to try to manage your exchange at both points. I'd have to think about it. I know there are some pretty decent videos about it on YouTube, but it's an interesting thought process. Insurance companies can make a killing with flying cars. Indeed. They're not doing bad right now. Sorry, I had to have a cough there. You made me laugh. Oh, goodness. Yeah, we're so far away from fossil fuel replacements. And by the way, we need to stop calling them that. I know that's the common parlance, but we just need to call them oil, petroleum, crude, because the whole terminology fossil fuels was done as a PR move to try to confer the idea that it had scarcity tied to it, which it doesn't. It's the second most plentiful liquid on planet Earth is oil. Nobody wants to talk about that. Rockstar's like, I want CC hair. You have CC hair, don't you? All right, let's move on. Sorry to drop out of chat. Nah, but new movies with Mad is premiering. Oh, okay, cool. No problem. Thanks for being here. And guys, check that out when you get a chance. Mad does some great movie stuff. It's fantastic. There's a kind of a flying car thing. I think it's called the Black Fly. And it is a weird kind of an induction tech with a canard style wing. Um, it's interesting. I considered buying one. I think the early adopter price was like $87,000, but the limited range made them really impractical. And you have to have a place to take off from and recharge when you land. You have to have a place to land. So there's lots of stuff like that. Yeah, electro repulsion got suppressed. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by, Darth Plato. I appreciate your support. Let's talk about one last thing before we wrap up because, yeah, we went weird, man, all over the place. Thanks for distracting me. I mean, I love it. You guys are so great. It's obvious you guys may not want to talk about some of the normal things, but there are normal things that are going to be talked about all weekend. I know that for sure. Um, let's uh, let's take a look at what happened this week with DC because DC is getting a new coat of paint. It's being retread, and it's being retread for a lot of very bad reasons. And again, I mean, I can't blame James Gunn for trying to put his mark or his stamp on something. But to start here with the new DCU films, you're starting with a new universe on July 11th, 2025. You're starting with Superman Legacy. It's written by James Gunn himself. You're going to follow Kal-El reconciling his extraterrestrial origins with his human family and upbringing. I don't know what you would do about that. You're not getting Superman via Henry Cavill. You're getting something else. I'm not certain that this is exactly what fans have been asking for. Um, I think I think I wanted Henry Cavill back, but we'll see. Magitex Mag sends us a $2 super sticker. My favorite little Shiba Inu dog, Farting Hearts. Thank you for that. Read by Nature says in a member chat, DC lineup looks like Guns self-indulgence. Yes, that's actually the best way to put it, my friend. 100%. And again, thank you, Magitech Bags. I appreciate that. Let's see, where was that comment? Prequel. That's the other thing that breaks everything, right? Any kind of a prequel breaks everything else that came afterwards. We've seen that every time they do it, and they're doing it willfully. I mean, let's not be ignorant to the fact. The Flash reboots everything, so it leads into Aquaman 2 before Superman. I think Aquaman 2 is going to fall into that quote unquote Elseworlds category that James Gunn was talking about. He just can't afford to throw the baby away with the bathwater. So what I think he's doing is trying to preserve revenue for those films. So he can't really talk bad about it. He can't describe them in any way that would be unflattering. He has to allow for their existence until he can get to his stuff. And which again is going to be this Superman film. So yeah, the rise of the Gunverse is probably 100% accurate. We've got Zachara 315. Good to see you. Who is James Gunn have in mind for Superman? I don't know that he's picked anybody. I think he's got people in mind, but I don't think I think I'm going to take him at his word and accept that he hasn't maybe selected a person yet. That's what I'm going to do with that. And this is a good question. Why attack Cavill fans? That's not nice. That's more of the same unpleasantness, indeed. And I'm not a big fan of that either. I think you have to allow room for everybody to have their opinion about what came before and also what's to be. A lot of people like to say, well, you haven't seen it yet. You can't judge it. I'm like, okay, look, I already know what the source of this is. I already know that it's going to be unpleasant. The problem is that if you're starting out in an era of comics that nobody is interested in, it's frustrating. If you're going and diving deeply into the new 52, which is what I'm afraid Gunn is going to allow for, then I don't want it. Nobody did. Nobody did. Yeah, the upcoming 3 DC films are going to be hot garbage. I agree with you. We don't always do things that we love, indeed, but we do what we do for fans to make them happy the best way possible. If you do things for your ego, that isn't passion, that is agenda. That's exactly right, Matt About Hatter. And look, I mean, like you said, I am going to give Gunn the benefit of the doubt. I am. He's done remarkably well with the things that he's been allowed to control. You know, and like I said, I mean, until you let me down, I mean, I will give you the opportunity to let me down. Yeah. And I agree with you. The casting directors need to get it right. But I would say Cavill was a good choice for Superman. And you're right. His body of work is different. Of that, there is no doubt. Guardians of the Galaxy 1 is small. Yeah. I mean, that's something everybody's familiar with. But you're right. He's made some very strange films. He also had some help in making some very strange films. We'll see. And I understand why people won't give him the benefit of the doubt. I really do. I just want them to move on completely from all of it. If you're gonna get rid of some of it, get rid of all of it. Let's start with a fresh, clean slate. If that's really what you intend to do, I don't really think he's going to keep Flash, but I don't know. Nobody knows. Hillis Mallory for $5. Thank you for that, my friend. I appreciate it. I'm actually looking forward to Blue Beetle. I am too, but I'm a little worried. I can't tell you why. It could still be part of the new DCU. It could be, or it could be shelved into Elseworlds if it's unsuccessful. So I think we'll find out. Like I said, I like seeing some optimism in the audience. And I really like hearing from people that I know and trust, like Polly, that this is going to be something of quality. So was that announcement that Gunn made was supposed to get my interest in the DCEU? Because those titles don't make me interested in it. Just saying. I think that's a good place to start from, my friend. That's a good origin to start from when you're thinking about why this particular slate of characters and films. And I think it comes down to the fact that you can't afford to bring in your heavy hitters right away. You need to kind of develop your bench players because you already know what you have as far as superstars. It's very similar to what they did with the development over time of the MCU. Because again, I mean, you know, for whatever the public experienced at that time, the thing that most of us realize is that Tony Stark, Iron Man, wasn't necessarily the A-list character that he became. So having a deep bench is very helpful. And yeah, I mean, you know, if you're trying to make, you know, something with your superstars, it's pretty easy. For Marvel, it's Spider-Man, right? For DC, it's Superman, you know, or Batman, right? And you have a wonderful trilogy at DC, and you have a great rogues gallery. In fact, for villains, I would agree with people that I was discussing this with all week. I think DC has the best group of villains you could hope for. You just have to make them count. You can't continue to try to make them the good guy. That's the problem that a lot of these franchises have been doing. Speaking of that, the Authority is the next thing that pops up, which I don't understand. The Authority is a group of 7 heroes. They have high concept superpowers. It's very strange, and these people think they're superior. They have a different approach to doing their job than other superheroes. They have a different set of morality. I don't know. And Haitian Falarudo says the authority created by current DC boss, by the way. Well, there you are. Some of these things I'm just not a big fan of. I don't know that, I don't know how, I don't know how they're going to make the authority work, but I guess we'll see. The Brave and the Bold is the worst starting point I think you could have imagined for Batman. It sounds like a really bad soap opera to me, with a little psycho killer Robin, which is Damian. It's somebody mentioned the other night that it's like The Omen meets Batman. Yes, I think that's probably true. I don't know. Scott Cook says, for me, Gunn is has the benefit of the doubt. I'm so burned out on superhero flicks, it's hard to generate any interest. It's true. Booster Gold will probably be one that I think a lot of people will be interested in. Awesome one. I think that's a home run. And if you haven't hit the like button, Darren Hughes reminds you to please hit the like button. If you get me to 100 likes, it does help with the logarithm. So BKA says low expectations set. Well, at least you have some. And as long as they're low, hopefully they can't walk underneath the bar of your low expectations. Because let me tell you, Marvel's been doing that for a long time now. Let's see. Speaking of Elseworlds, as much as I think the Batman was a dumb movie, there's enough elements there that could potentially give us something better going forward. Possibly Read by Nature. I can imagine that they would. We'll see how they expand the Batman 2, or if this Penguin show actually sees the light of day. We'll have to see. This Joker musical thing is going to be odd, but can't do anything about that. And I agree with you. There is superhero burnout there. Oppenheimer looks like it'll be interesting. Can't wait to see that. Plus a real bomb. Pretty cool. Yeah, the best group of villains, is definitely DC. There are individual villains in Marvel that are good, but they've ruined them already. I mean, they've already destroyed Kingpin. Don't even get me started. I don't want to go there. Yeah. Yeah. Doctor Who, Star Wars, Star Trek, all dead. Yeah. Gunn has one track record of one film. No, but we'll see. I would like something to be good, honestly. Yeah, don't put the cart before the horse, indeed. A good Superman movie would be great. I am looking forward to what Script Doctor says on this subject, Matt, about Hatter. I think it'd be fun to talk about that. If they kill off most of the authority, sure, it could work. It might. Yeah, the authority are exactly like what the WEF wishes they were, indeed. The bold and the beautiful, that's right. Robin is no great. No, he's not. It's just, I just don't like this character. Yeah, it's very weird. This Robin thing is going to be very weird. Yeah, Robert Meyer Burnett says Picard season 3 is great. I'm glad he enjoyed it. I really am. A lot of people have told me that the show turned the corner. He's one of them. I think it's more of a wait and see moment. I have no idea why they didn't start with Dick Grayson. I have no idea. I mean, there's Todd. I have no idea why they didn't do any of those things. I don't know. Can't speak to it. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow sounds terrible. The premise sounds terrible. I imagine it will be terrible. Don't like any of the storyline that I've heard around this. What can you do? Wish for better. That's about all. And that's the problem, right? Is we're all in this position where we're hoping things are going to get better. Just sometimes doesn't feel like it is. And unfortunately now, we're going to wrap up. I really don't want to, but there are many other shows that we need to get into and go see. I know I'm going to be checking out FNT, which just started a few moments ago. Real quick, grab a couple more comments. R&B mentioned Dave Cullen might feel similarly. That would be interesting if Cullen says something positive. If Picard season 3 is actually going to reset and fix things, it should have been season 1 in the new show. There you go. Hey, Stunt Brat, showing up right at the end. I'm glad you're watching the videos, dear. I appreciate that. And the title for Paradise Lost, based on a comic, for me, I always think about John Milton's Paradise Lost. Yeah, I mean, obviously the Themyscira themed Wonder Woman show is going to be interesting, and I think they'll introduce baby Diana there, to be honest with you. But with that, I'm going to wrap it. You guys are incredible. I do appreciate all of the super chats and member chats we got today. I hope everybody has an incredible night, and thank you for being here. Wherever you go this weekend, just remember that on Sunday evening, we should have another late night culture stream. I was going to try to launch the new Sunday show in the morning, which is going to be an interview-based show for a Sunday culture review. Slightly different format. Still going to be a small panel show, but it looks like I'm not going to be able to make that happen until the following weekend. So with that, I hope to see you Sunday night, and then again all next week with 25 more videos. Don't forget the 2 videos premiering tomorrow. Be sure to take care of yourself, of course. Take care of others. Wash your hands because it's good hygiene. And honestly, if I see you go out of a restroom without washing your hands, we're going to have words. And until next time, bye.